And so there was something that I wanted to ask you, which was, I don't know if you remember this, but you produced a different cover for Riding the Waves, first off. And whenever you guys send me things, it's exciting. I see in my inbox it come in from 05, and I'm always really excited because it's gonna pop up on my screen, and I think, what is this? Because it just is amazing. I mean, it's just so it's so exciting.
That's wonderful.
To see something that you've created, which brings to life something that I've been working on and thinking about. And you guys are so good at it. And there's been so many times when I've opened it up and thought, yes, they've got it, that's brilliant. But on this occasion, I opened it up and it just wasn't right. And I looked at it and I thought, how am I going to tell them? And I really remember agonizing over it. What am I going to say? Because I don't think that this is right. And I don't think that what you've done does really represent what it is that I want to try to achieve with this report. So I remember kind of thinking, what am I going to say? And then I had this conversation with you, Jazz, and I said, I was distraught. I'm really sorry, it's not right. And you just took it in your stride with just this total calmness, and it was just fine. Okay, so we just go back to the drawing board and we just start again. And that ability, and so I suppose I wanted to ask you is, what does that feel like when you put this time and effort into creating something, and then the client goes, no, I don't like it. But you then produced an absolutely brilliant cover and knocked it out the park because everybody was commenting on how great it was and how well it illustrated the work. So what does it feel like when you get that kind of response? Because I think you dealt with it really well, but it must be quite hard.
Constant rejection. I think we talk about the discipline of design in our work. It's something that all of our team it's important to us. And we learn that, don't we?
Yeah.
Part of the design process is iteration or constructive critique.
I mean, you probably came back with insightful feedback that we were clearly needing, and that's really important that we have that communication. If we're surprised and we don't understand, it's time for us to have a hard conversation. Maybe we didn't pick up quite what you meant in the first time, or what the important aspects were. But receiving criticism is fine. As a graphic designer, for instance, we're not artists in this role. We're not artists. There is creative power there, and that does draw on personal feelings, if you like. That's where it starts. But it's very much a discipline. It's based on information. It's based on understanding information, and that's why graphic design works so well, right? Because it's a logic to. There's a reason for anything we do, and that reason is your reason, and we're helping you find that graphic representation or that flavour of design. And so if there's critique, if there's a reason for it, then we're fine. All we need is a reason for it. It's when you haven't got a reason for it, then we're in a world of unexplained guessing, and we won't try and take that out of the process.
Yeah, I think it was just a real learning process for me that actually it was okay to say that something needed to change. And then I think that's helped. Since then, we've worked on numerous projects, and we've come back and worked over and over again. And it's just such a lovely process. And I always really enjoy the iterations. So the first version will come, and then sometimes when you give maybe 3 different examples, and it will be like, oh, could we have like a bit of this and a bit of that, and then it starts to sort of always, right? And then it comes together, and then from my side, what's such a pleasure for me, so working as a consultant, working with organisations, with charities, and I do a lot of work in philanthropy as well, being able to sort of go back to my clients and show them something which helps to really elevate what it is that they want to do, what they want to communicate. And it's partly through the process of me doing the research and pulling together the content, the stories, whatever it is, the report. And then it's partly you guys helping to make it shine and to elevate it in a way that makes it accessible.